What makes warp threads break during classroom yarn weaving? Have you ever wondered why warp threads sometimes break while weaving in the classroom? Understanding this can help make your project smoother and more enjoyable. Let's break down the main reasons for warp thread breakage. First, excessive tension is a common culprit. Warp threads are the lengthwise yarns on a loom, and if they are pulled too tightly, they can snap. This often happens when the warp is set up too tight or when the fabric pulls in too much as you weave. The edges, known as selvages, can pull inward, increasing stress on those threads. Next, friction and abrasion play a significant role. As warp threads move through parts of the loom, like heddles and the reed, friction can occur. If the yarn is thick or the reed has rough wires, this can wear down the fibers. This wear can lead to pilling or even breakage, especially at sharp bends where the threads rub against the loom parts. Incorrect threading and handling can also lead to breakage. Warp threads must be threaded straight through the heddles. If they twist or misthread, it can create uneven tension, causing stress points that lead to breakage. Additionally, accidentally cutting warp threads instead of weft threads is a common mistake that can happen during weaving. Using unsuitable yarn is another factor. Warp yarns need to be strong and tightly twisted to handle tension and abrasion. If you use yarns that are too fragile or loosely spun, they are more likely to break. Selecting yarns specifically designed for warp use can help ensure durability in your classroom projects. Lastly, lack of weft slack and drawing control can cause problems. If the weft yarn is inserted too tightly without enough slack, the fabric can narrow excessively, pulling on the warp threads at the edges and causing them to break. Techniques like maintaining a proper weft angle, using temples to hold the fabric width, and beading gently can help reduce this issue. To apply this knowledge in your classroom, teach students to maintain moderate warp tension and check it regularly. Use smooth, strong yarns that are specifically suited for warp threads. Demonstrate proper threading through heddles to avoid twists and encourage careful handling to prevent accidental cuts. Introduce tools like temples or stretcher cords to maintain fabric width and reduce drawn. Show how to insert weft yarn with enough slack and at an angle to prevent stress on warp threads. By understanding these factors, educators can guide students in creating durable and attractive woven pieces while minimizing warp thread breakage. This knowledge supports innovative DIY classroom weaving projects, teacher crafts, and handmade decor that are both enjoyable and successful.